Hello, welcome to this taste challenge. I was trying to take a photo of the bottles. I hit the wrong button. I have two rums, 40% alcohol. This is Calypso Gold. I can't find an introduction date, but one source is saying 1970, around 1970. And that does kind of seem correct because I can remember, or I get the impression that I can remember seeing this around when I was young, not caring about it or having any interest in it. Just I kind of heard of Calypso rum, just some common thing you would see at a get together, some inexpensive rum. So there's a lady on there who looks like a female Captain Morgan. I don't know what she's got to do with Calypso, which is from Greek mythology. This is from like the Buccaneer days, but a lot of times liquor bottle labels make little sense. If it'll focus, I'd be even happier. I can maybe find this in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure I've seen it around, but I don't think it's really common here. It's common in Texas. I bought this at Ralston's Liquor on Lyons Avenue in Houston, Texas. Nice little liquor store. They had the silver and this gold. It was $5.89 per bottle, so I bought both bottles. It's not called Calypso Gold rum. It's called Calypso Gold, and then it says rum with natural flavor. Bottled by Sazerac North America in Kentucky. All right. No website listing. Inspired by the story of Calypso, the sea nymph from Greek mythology, daughter of Atlas, Calypso roamed the islands in search of her next great lover. Oh, yikes. When the great warrior Odysseus washed ashore after a shipwreck, Calypso took him as her lover and promised him immortality if he would stay with her. When he refused, she held him prisoner, they say quote unquote, don't know what that means really, for 7 years before releasing him. The rest of the story is lost at sea, ... Oh, it's mysterious. But so why are they showing a clipper ship? No, why are they showing a galleon ship on the back? Spanish galleon. And why are they showing a British female Captain Morgan? So the whole thing is nonsensical. But they're probably figuring most people that are buying this are not going to do research. We have attempted to bring the spirit of Calypso to life with premium gold. We believe you will find it as alluring and seductive as its namesake. Be careful, though. Don't Calypso and drive. Oh, you guys, it sounds right. Okay. Kings Bay, introduced in, now I did find a date on this one, 1987. Introduced in 1987. And the trademark is owned by Safeway grocery stores. Let me go get the glasses because, like I said, I actually hit the wrong button. Introduced in 1987. The trademark has always been held by Safeway store. Let me see if he'll do a screenshot here. Now, Safeway is now owned by Albertsons. So Albertsons, since they own Safeway, would have control of the trademark. And this is produced by the Founders Company. Some of y'all know who that is. In Kentucky. It's not Caribbean rum. It's Caribbean-inspired rum with natural flavor. Tropical island style. Now, when I first started seeing this stuff at Albertsons in Hammond, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana, years ago, it used to say imported from the West Indies, I think it said. But then they opened this new distillery in Kentucky, a rebuilt distillery, and then suddenly it was no longer imported rum. It was Caribbean style rum. So yes, they do make a lot of rum in Kentucky, and they sell it cheaply at different liquor stores. All right. Neither one of these bottles claim to have coloring added. And you're going to notice that they're very, very, very pale. And that's what rum looks like when it's not colored. Maybe it'll do a screenshot. I paid the same price for, well, actually, I paid 1 penny difference. They're both 750 milliliter bottles. I paid $5.99 for this one, $5.99. Oh, 10-cent difference. This was $5.89, sorry, 10 cents. $5.89, Ralston Liquors, Houston, Texas. Don't know if the price has changed. That was 3 years ago. $5.99 at Albertsons, and they no longer sell these bottles. They've gone to only the big bottles. I'll show you the website. Man, it's chilly today. It's kind of cold, actually. Albertsons Kings Bay Rum Gold Dark. Ingredients: molasses and a natural flavor, which I think is about the producer. Look carefully. Look carefully. On sale for $13.99. Yes, I believe it's worth that. Now, if you go to Albertsons companies, you go to all these different stores that they own. Let's just randomly hit one. Acme. Don't know where Acme is located. Probably somewhere up north. And I'll type in. Now, let's hope it's in a state that allows liquor sales in a grocery store. Let's type in Kings. Why is that all capital? Oh, because I had all caps on. All right. Kings Bay Rum. Let's see what happens here. Must be in what is that, Maryland? Where is New Falls Road? Okay, let's go to Shaw. Oh boy, it's going to be one of these. Okay, I'll give it one more chance. Let's go to Vons, because that's in California, and I know they sell liquor there. I don't know what's going on with this website. No recipe? Recipe? Oh, I see what was happening. It was saying recipe. Okay. Are they on there? See, it's the same thing. Albertsons stores always have the same format. So what I just showed you was Albertsons, and it says $12.99 though. Oh, $1 cheaper there, wherever Midway Drive is located. So see, it depends on the state. It's $1 more in Louisiana. Well, well, well. It says similar items. Now, explain to me how Avion tequila for $119. Can you explain this to me? How is Avion tequila for $119 to Kings Bay for $12.99 a handle? You say, well, they're both yellow and they're liquor. Yeah, that's about the only way they're alike. That is comical. All right. So the appearance, look, identical appearance. Both bottled in Kentucky, both from the same parent company, both 40% alcohol, both rum with natural flavor. Doesn't say flavors, it says flavor, singular. Well, could this be the same rum in two different bottle designs and labels? I would strongly believe that, suspect that, but I don't know that. I haven't tried them together, but I'm going to now, and I have a feeling they're going to taste the same. Yeah, real light molasses, little sweetness, little vanilla, just very light. Nice though. Can't really complain about it. I'd love to do a blind rum taste challenge on some snooty people, but they probably wouldn't agree to do it. Less aroma here though, so some aroma like pungency, pungent yeast, sugarcane, pulp. Not a lot happening. I think that's the Kings Bay. Didn't have a lot happening. So, hey, maybe they're similar, but maybe they're not the same. Now, I think Calypso also does not claim to be imported. I think it says bottled in Kentucky. Yeah, it's not imported. It's Kentucky rum these days. And I looked for that. It says registered trademark. I looked up Calypso. They must have had 400 different brands of products called Calypso, and ain't none of them were rum that I could find. They're like cleaning, like scouring pads or something, but couldn't find rum. I wore myself out looking for that. All right, taste time. Cheers. Vanilla, a little oak wood, light molasses. I mean, you can go to the grocery store and buy molasses. They got the black strap. That's the dark black molasses. Doesn't taste anything like that. There's different grades, you know. You get the regular, it's be very light. Some of it be very light. Like sugar cream here. Yeah, it's fine. I don't see anything remarkable about it. But then there's nothing remarkably bad about it. It's just regular. And do I mind buying a regular gold rum for $5.98 or $5.89? Oh, this cough. Sometimes these things will last a month. But it's a dry cough. Like there's no congestion. It's like nothing strange. Almost like some kind of weird virus that must have come across the ocean 6 years ago or something. I don't know. It's all right to me. Yeah. Same, more or less same flavor. Not the same though. More or less the same, but not quite the same. So it could be two different recipes that are virtually the same, but have some like minimal difference in the composition. Now, on the other hand, is there any meaningful difference in the flavor, aroma, body, or finish, or taste, or anything like that? No, there's no meaningful difference. I mean, you just like struggling to find a difference. Like, oh wow, there's a difference. There is, but it's tough. So which one wins? Well, I would say which one wins? The one that's cheaper. So this one was 10 cents cheaper, $5.89. This was $5.99. So obviously the Calypso wins. You say, well, I want a bottle with a cartoon drawing of a lady on it. And somebody else might say, no, I want it to look like a tropical island placard, a billboard. It's up to you. They're both using that gold, brown, tan kind of color scheme. This one is a glass bottle, though, and that appeals to many people. This one is a plastic, what they call travel bottle. I saw some Seagram's VO in a bottle like this yesterday. Plastic, squared off. It's designed to fit in a suitcase, and I've noticed some modern new suitcases have a compartment in them that is the same size as this bottle. It'll fit perfectly in the suitcase with no no wiggle room. Like it won't slide around or just be snug. That's what I mean to say, snug. So you could do it. Okay. I also saw black velvet in a bottle like this. Like I said, Seagram's VO yesterday. Very vanilla. Okay, the taste is vanilla, slightly sugary, a little oaky, medium body, mild, mostly dry finish, easy going. Yeah, no problem. I saw Seagram 7 Crown in a bottle like this. I saw. I can't remember. There's others. There's others. It's just called a travel bottle. You can get Jim Beam in a bottle like this. You can get Jack Daniels in a bottle like this. They're common. They're like really common now. I don't know if you can get Johnny Walker Blue Label in a bottle like this, or Louis the 13th cognac for $3,229 in a bottle like that, but I kind of doubt it. I never have bought that brandy, that cognac brandy. Only $3,200 per bottle. Yeah, I mean, these are, like my friend David likes to say, what and what. I do give a slight edge to this one that I'm pointing to in my right hand. I give a slight edge because it's got maybe a little bit more flavor, and I'm thinking it's the Calypso, but it's the King's Bay. So I got it wrong. So I have 2 wins, 1 loss. I'm not shocked. I probably finish even because I keep bringing in all of these products from the same parent company, which most of y'all have guessed who it is by now. And they tend to have a house style, like all their stuff tastes, basically the same. I'm not claiming it's the same product, but it may as well be. If they are wasting their time to make different recipes, they should just make one recipe and put them all in different bottles, because they're not appreciably different, and I wouldn't pay a penny more one over the other. But I did get it wrong. So I thought it was the Calypso that had the more elaborate flavor, but it's actually the King's Bay. Now, when I say more elaborate, I mean just a minuscule amount more elaborate. So once again, just shop price. With these kind of products, you generally want to have only one consideration: the price. The price. You say, yeah, but what if you want to just try different things? Well, then that would be the consideration. Just try different ones and make a checklist. And you say, well, I'm getting through them all. What have you noticed? Oh, man, they're all about the same. But you did it. You did like me. You went through all of them, and they kind of the same. Okay. Do I have any more of these from the same parent company? Yes. I've got one called Ron Pontalba, introduced in 1989. I know that. But man, don't feel sick at all. I'm telling you, do not feel sick. The Ron Pontalba was introduced in 1989, but I have a feeling it replaced two rums. One called Old Superior Rum, and one was called Pontalba Rum. Not Ron Pontalba, Pontalba Rum. Same thing, just one is Spanish spelling and one is English. Ron Pontalba, I think, replaced Pontalba Rum. Because I found old advertisements from the 1930s for Pontalba Rum from the same company based in New Orleans. And Old Superior, I might have found one or two old advertisements on image search. I think that would bring that to an end, and then I can go into other companies like your Bacardis, Don Q Gold, the Ronrico Gold, and all of these. So yeah, and then it'll be on to tequila next, maybe in a couple of weeks. Tequila. Mm-hmm. So if you have any experience with Calypso rum or Kings Bay, let me know what you think. Be curious to see what you think about it. I'm always curious to read people's comments. I was complaining about this yesterday morning. You got some beer reviewers, they're snooty, they don't have time to answer comments. I don't have time to answer comments, but they got time to sell you a t-shirt and a mug and let you be a special member of their channel where you can pay money to them. I'm like, oh yeah, I wouldn't even pay you money if you did answer comments. So you know what's going to happen when you don't have time to answer viewers' comments because you're too good for that, but you want to sell people mugs and t-shirts, and they can have a special membership where they can pay you to buy more beer to drink. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not where my money's going to go. But I actually do answer comments every day. I've always answered comments on this channel. Reasonable comments, not troll idiocy, like you would get on any platform. But I know, good comments, which 99% of the comments are good. So, and I always answer them. Maybe the next day because I get busy or whatever. I went on a trip to Africa once. I wasn't going to do it then. I got back, took me a few days. I called up, I answered all the comments. I mean, if people are going to take the time to watch the channel and make a comment, put a thumbs up or whatever they do, or subscribe, which many times they do. If people are going to take the time to do that, I'm going to answer the comments. And it's not going to be a quick blowing people off comment, because there was a guy, he used to do beer reviews, and that's the way he would answer comments. Thanks, or hey, thanks. You might ask him, hey, did you ever see this other the stout version from this company in your state? And his response would be, thanks, cheers. It's like, well, I wasn't making and I was asking you, did you ever see the stout from that company in your state? But see, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have time to answer nobody's comments. His answer was just buy the damn t-shirt and get lost. And don't forget to Patreon me and give me money to buy more beer. And if you do send me beer, it had better be fresh or I'm coming at you. So I was like, I don't really like that approach. Okay, but anyway, that's it. Coming up, like I said, the Ron Pontalba, and then we've got some I guess it can't be Bacardi, because the oldest rum brand that I have is the Cruzan, and that's from 1760. No, I didn't say 1960. I didn't say 1860. I said 1760. That's one of the really old brands, back when the Virgin Islands was part of Denmark. That's right. They used to be called the Danish Virgin Islands. And then 108 years ago, it's really not that long ago because they got people alive from then. They were, they're old now, but they were really little then. But the United States bought those islands from Denmark for $17 million. They said, "You want to sell the islands?" They said, "Well, yeah, we don't really want them." So, but that's why a lot of the towns down there have these Danish sounding names like Christiansted and that kind of thing. So, yeah, really old company. All right. Well, y'all take care. And tomorrow evening at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, right when it's getting dark, or sort of getting dark because of daylight pretend savings time, which thankfully is coming to an end, hopefully forever. But I'm sure not. I'm sure it won't be. But we have Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur? Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur? Well, obviously, I'm going to bring in Kings Bay because I never did present that. And I know that Claude, who joins usually, he can get this in California at Vons. He goes to Vons a lot, and this should be there. So, not a fabulous product. Nothing to look for. Nothing to run down. If you never try it, you ain't missing anything, really. But on the other hand, it's not bad. It's all right. It's an all right product. I'm not going to sit there and say negative things if there's really no negativity associated with it. So, yeah, it's all right. But a lot of things are all right. But anyway, y'all take care now. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I do appreciate it.